Have you ever noticed that your body's scent has changed over the years? Maybe it's different from what you remember in your younger days? Or maybe you've started picking up on a smell that wasn't there before, even after you've showered and put on clean clothes? It can be frustrating, maybe even a little embarrassing. But here's the truth, it's more common than you think, and more importantly, it's not your fault. Yes, body odor changes with age. And no, it's not because you've suddenly stopped being clean or stopped caring about hygiene. Something deeper is happening inside your body, and once you understand what it is, you can do something about it. I've spent hours researching this topic, digging into the science, talking with health professionals, and sorting through the real facts so you don't have to. What I found was eye-opening, even for me, and I'm here to break it all down for you in a way that actually makes sense. No confusing medical terms or complicated explanations. Just real talk about what's happening in your body and why. And if you stick around, I've got a bonus tip at the end that could make a big difference in how you feel about yourself and how confident you are stepping out the door. Before we go any further, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. I make these videos because I care about helping you feel strong, informed, and proud of who you are. So if this is something that interests you, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to leave a comment if you've ever dealt with this. You are not alone, and your story might help someone else feel less alone too. Now let's get into it. One of the biggest reasons body odor can change as we age has nothing to do with hygiene, and everything to do with chemistry. As we get older, our bodies go through a lot of shifts, inside and out. One of those changes is how our skin interacts with bacteria. That interaction is what creates odor. See, your body naturally produces oils, sweat, and hormones that change over time. And there's one compound in particular that plays a starring role in seeing your body odor. It's called 2-nonenal. It sounds like a strange science word, but here's the deal. This is a compound that tends to appear more often in people over the age of 40 or 50, and especially after 70. It's created when fatty acids in your skin break down through oxidation. That just means air hits those oils on your skin, and they change. And with that change, a scent is released. Now here's the kicker. 2-nonenal has a distinct scent. People describe it as grassy, oily, or even slightly musty. It's not bad in the traditional sense, it's just different. But because it's unfamiliar, and because it can linger on clothes and skin longer than the usual sweat-based odor, people notice it more. And what makes this even trickier is that you might not even notice it yourself. As we age, our sense of smell can weaken a bit, so others might pick up on a change before we do. And that can feel unsettling or even make you second-guess yourself. But the solution isn't about scrubbing harder or buying stronger soap. It's about understanding what's happening and choosing the right tools to deal with it. Which brings us to another major factor, the changes in sweat production. Did you know that older adults actually sweat less than younger people? It's true. As your sweat glands shrink and slow down, you might find you don't feel as sweaty as you used to. That might sound like a good thing at first. But here's the twist. The type of sweat your body produces actually becomes more concentrated in certain areas, like your back, your chest, and your underarms. And that sweat, even in smaller amounts, has a different makeup. It can mix with oils and skin cells in ways that create a stronger or longer-lasting scent. So it's not about how much you sweat, it's about what that sweat is made of and how it interacts with your skin and your clothes. If you've ever worn a shirt for just an hour or two and noticed it still smells even after it's been washed, that's part of what's going on. The oils and compounds like 2-nonenal can hang on to fabric more stubbornly, especially synthetic fabrics like polyester. Natural fibers like cotton tend to hold less of those odors, but more on that later. There's also something else at play here, and it's something many people don't even think about: hormones. Yes, even in later years, your hormone levels can shift, and those shifts don't just affect your mood or energy. They affect your skin. They affect how your body processes fats and oils, and they affect how your body smells. For women, menopause brings big changes in estrogen levels, which can lead to increased dryness in the skin, and a change in how skin interacts with bacteria. For men, declining testosterone can change the way their body regulates temperature and oil production. Either way, the end result's the same: your natural scent might start to shift in a way you've never noticed before. This isn't something to feel embarrassed about. It's simply part of aging. But that doesn't mean you have to live with it or ignore it. You can make thoughtful, simple changes to support your body and feel more comfortable in your own skin. Literally. Let me give you an example. I spoke with a gentleman who said he noticed a change in his body odor around age 72. He thought he was getting sloppy with hygiene, even though he was showering daily. He switched soaps, used stronger deodorant, even tried expensive colognes. But nothing worked. Turns out he was dealing with the effects of too non-enol and didn't know it. Once he made a few small changes, like switching to a soap with green tea extract and wearing breathable cotton undershirts, he started feeling fresh again. And more importantly, he felt like himself again. Because that's what this is really about. It's not just about eliminating a smell, it's about restoring confidence. It's about feeling good when you're sitting next to someone, hugging a loved one, or just enjoying your day without that nagging self-doubt creeping in. You deserve to feel fresh, clean, and respected. And that starts with understanding what's really going on in your body, not blaming yourself or trying to cover up something natural. It's easy to think that if you just shower more or switch to a stronger deodorant, the issue will go away. But when body odor changes are happening because of internal changes, like skin chemistry, hormones, or even medications, those surface fixes don't always cut it. That's why understanding what's going on inside your body makes all the difference. And speaking of what's going on inside, one of the most overlooked causes of body odor changes in older adults is actually your diet. What you eat and how your body processes it can have a huge impact on how you smell. You might have eaten the same foods for decades, but your body doesn't always process them the same way as it used to. For example, foods that are heavy in sulfur, like broccoli, cabbage, onions, or garlic, can create stronger body odors as they break down. When your metabolism slows with age, those compounds stay in your system a bit longer, and they can come out through your sweat. That doesn't mean you have to cut them out completely. These foods are still healthy. But it does mean that you might want to balance them with lighter, cleaner foods, like fresh fruits, leafy greens, and plenty of water. And water matters more than you might think. As you get older, your sense of thirst naturally decreases. That means you might not feel thirsty even when your body needs hydration. And when you're not drinking enough water, toxins and waste products can build up in your system, including in your sweat. The result? A stronger or more persistent body odor. So one simple habit that can make a real difference. Drink a glass of water with each meal. Not only does it support digestion and help flush out your system, but it also helps your skin and sweat stay balanced. Hydration is one of those behind-the-scenes heroes that quietly improves everything from your energy to your skin to your scent. Now let's talk about something that almost no one talks about when it comes to body odor, but it's a big deal: medications. As you age, it's normal to be on more medications, whether it's for blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, or joint pain. But some of those medications can change your body chemistry. And yes, that includes your natural scent. Certain medications can affect your liver, your digestion, your skin, or even your sweat glands. And when that happens, you might notice changes in your breath, your underarm odor, or even how your clothes smell after wearing them. It's not something most doctors bring up, but it's real. And it doesn't mean the medicine is bad. It just means your body's reacting to it. If you've noticed a change in your scent that showed up after starting a new prescription, it's worth bringing up with your doctor. They may be able to adjust the dose or suggest an alternative that works just as well without the side effects. You don't have to stay quiet about this. It's your body, and you deserve to feel comfortable in it. And while we're on the topic of comfort, here's another piece of the puzzle: your skin's microbiome. I know that sounds like a fancy word, but all it really means is the balance of good bacteria on your skin. Yes, your skin has bacteria, and that's actually a good thing. These tiny organisms help protect your skin, support your immune system, and yes, even help control odor. But as you age, your skin becomes drier. You may wash more frequently, use different products, or take medications that affect oil production. All of this can disrupt the balance of your skin's microbiome. And when that balance is off, certain types of bacteria take over, specifically the ones that produce stronger smelling compounds when they interact with sweat and oil. This is one reason why some seniors notice that their skin smells different even just a few hours after bathing. You may be squeaky clean, but if your skin's natural balance is out of sync, that odor can come back quickly. The good news? You can support your skin's microbiome with gentle, moisturizing soaps that don't strip away too much oil. Look for natural ingredients like green tea, chamomile, or even mild oatmeal-based washes. These help clean without wiping out the good bacteria your skin needs. And don't be afraid of using a light moisturizer, especially one that's fragrance-free. Keeping your skin soft and healthy helps reduce irritation, flaking, and buildup of dead skin cells, all of which can make odor worse. Now, before we go any further, I want to take a moment to acknowledge something important. Changes in body odor can affect more than just how you feel physically. They can impact your confidence. They can make you hesitant to hug someone, sit close to friends, or go out in public. I've talked to folks who say they started avoiding social events because they were worried about how they might smell, even though no one had said a word. If that sounds familiar, please know this: you're not alone. And this is not something to be ashamed of. It's your body doing what bodies do. It's not a reflection of your character, your cleanliness, or your worth. The goal here isn't to cover up or be embarrassed. It's to understand, adjust, and feel empowered again. You have every right to feel good in your skin, to walk into a room with confidence, to give a big hug to someone you love without second-guessing yourself. That's why we're having this conversation. Not to make you more self-conscious, but to give you your confidence back. Because when you understand what's happening in your body, you can respond with simple, smart steps. You don't need harsh chemicals or extreme measures. You just need to work with your body instead of fighting against it. And one of the best things you can do is just start paying attention. Not with fear or judgment, but with curiosity. Notice which clothes seem to hold more odor. Notice how your skin feels after different soaps. Try small shifts, like changing your laundry detergent to a fragrance-free or hypoallergenic version. These little tweaks can make a big difference, not just in how you smell, but in how you feel. This isn't about chasing perfection. It's about making choices that help you feel more comfortable, more confident, and more at peace in your own skin. Don't worry, if you've been noticing some of these changes in your body, you're not stuck. The good news is that there are simple, effective ways to support your body and feel fresher, more confident, and more in control again. And no, you don't need to overhaul your entire life or spend a fortune on products. These changes are realistic, gentle, and most importantly, they work. Let's start with something that has more impact than most people realize: your soap. If you're using harsh soaps that strip your skin dry, it might be time to switch. When your skin gets too dry, it disrupts the healthy bacteria that naturally protect it. That's when unwanted odors can sneak in. A gentle soap, especially one with ingredients like green tea, baking soda, or natural oils, can help balance your skin without drying it out. One tip a dermatologist once shared with me is to use lukewarm water instead of hot water in the shower. Hot water might feel relaxing, but it pulls out the natural oils from your skin faster, leaving it vulnerable and dry. A mild, moisturizing soap paired with lukewarm water makes a huge difference over time. And when you pat your skin dry instead of rubbing, it helps you retain more moisture, especially in those areas that tend to dry out easily, like the arms, legs, and back. Now, when it comes to deodorants or antiperspirants, the key is not necessarily to go stronger, it's to go smarter. Some deodorants simply mask odor with fragrance, while others contain ingredients that help neutralize the compounds causing the smell in the first place. If you're dealing with odor that returns quickly after a shower, you might want to try a product that includes baking soda, magnesium, or even natural charcoal. These ingredients don't just cover up, they help absorb and break down the scent. And for folks with sensitive skin, fragrance-free or hypoallergenic deodorants are often a better choice. Less irritation means better skin health, which leads to better odor control. You want your skin calm, not angry. Another surprisingly helpful trick is wearing breathable clothing. Synthetic fabrics can trap moisture and oils close to the skin, creating the perfect environment for odor to develop and stick around. Natural fabrics like cotton or bamboo let your skin breathe and help sweat evaporate instead of lingering. Even a lightweight cotton undershirt under your clothes can help wick moisture away and keep you feeling fresher throughout the day. Laundry also plays a part here. If you've ever washed your clothes and noticed the smell didn't quite go away, it might be time to switch detergents. Some standard detergents don't break down the oils and compounds that create lingering odors. Look for one labeled for odor removal or made for sensitive skin. And every so often, washing your clothes with a little white vinegar in the rinse cycle can help neutralize buildup scents. Just half a cup can go a long way. Beyond soap and clothes, nutrition continues to play a quiet but powerful role in how your body smells. Staying hydrated, as we've talked about, is huge, but so is supporting your gut. Your digestive system processes everything you eat, and when it's out of balance, it can lead to odors not just in your breath, but also through your skin. Adding more fiber, fresh fruits, and leafy greens can help your digestion stay smooth and reduce the buildup of compounds that might cause stronger body odors. Some people also find that taking a gentle probiotic helps their system stay balanced. This doesn't mean cutting out everything you love. It's just about bringing in a few more of the good things. Now let's talk about mental health, because feeling fresh isn't just physical, it's emotional too. When you're anxious or down, your stress hormones increase, and those hormones can actually change the way you sweat. Stress sweat tends to smell stronger and more unpleasant than the kind caused by heat or exercise. That means if you're feeling tense, nervous, or isolated, you might notice your body odor becoming more noticeable, even if your hygiene hasn't changed at all. That's why it's so important to take care of your spirit as well as your skin. Staying socially active, talking to someone regularly, getting outside into the fresh air, or even doing something you enjoy, like reading, gardening, or listening to music, can lower stress. Less stress means less stress sweat, and less stress sweat means fewer odor issues, plain and simple. If you're feeling lonely or a little disconnected lately, don't keep it bottled up. Reach out. Even a short phone call or a quick visit with someone you care about can lift your mood and help regulate your body's stress response. And when your mind feels better, your body follows. You don't need to suffer in silence or assume this is just how it is now. The changes you've noticed in your body, whether it's new smells, clothes that don't feel clean after one wear, or even the feeling of being self-conscious around others, can all be addressed gently, one step at a time. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need perfection. You just need progress. You don't have to fix everything overnight. Maybe today it's switching to a gentler soap. Maybe tomorrow it's drinking more water. Maybe next week it's opening up to your doctor about a new medication that might be affecting your skin. Every single one of those steps counts. Every one of them sends your body the message that you're paying attention and that you care. And when you care for your body with kindness, it responds in kind. You feel better, you smell fresher, and most importantly, you feel like yourself again. And that's what this is all about. Not just managing odor, not just finding the right deodorant or laundry soap. It's about confidence. It's about connection. It's about feeling proud of who you are at every stage of life. Your body has carried you through so much. It deserves your care, and so do you. Let's take a moment and bring everything together. You've just learned some powerful truths about something a lot of people are too shy or too embarrassed to talk about. Body odor changes in later life, but not you. You showed up, you listened, and now you understand what's happening, why it's happening, and most importantly, what you can do about it. Let's be clear about one thing. Changes in body odor as we age are completely normal. They're not a sign that you've let yourself go or that you're doing something wrong. They're simply your body adjusting, shifting with age, hormones, medications, skin chemistry, and even stress. And once you know what's causing it, you've got options. You've got real, doable steps that can help you feel fresher, cleaner, and more confident in your own skin. We've talked about how natural compounds like tuninenol become more common with age and how that can affect your scent. We've covered how skin gets drier, sweat production changes, and how even healthy foods or common medications can play a role in how your body smells. We've seen how emotional health, hydration, and even the fabric you wear can quietly influence the way your body carries and releases scent. But here's the key. None of this is out of your control. You have the power to respond, to choose a gentler soap, switch to breathable clothing, drink more water, review your medications with your doctor, or take care of your skin with kindness instead of frustration. These aren't huge leaps. They're small, steady steps that can bring big changes, not just in how you smell, but in how you feel walking out the door. And that feeling matters, because confidence doesn't come from perfection. It comes from knowledge, from taking action, and from showing up for yourself. It's easy to feel self-conscious when something about your body starts changing. But the solution isn't to hide away or pile on layers of fragrance. It's to learn what your body's asking for, and then respond with care. If you've ever found yourself avoiding hugs, skipping gatherings, or keeping a little extra distance from people because you were worried about how you smelled, I want you to hear this clearly. You deserve to feel close to others. You deserve to feel proud of your body. You deserve comfort, connection, and confidence at every age. So don't wait. Don't wait until it gets worse, or until you're really sure there's a problem. If something feels off, that's enough. Take a step today. Go through your soaps, check your deodorant, drink an extra glass of water, or call your doctor and ask about your prescriptions. These are all ways of saying to your body, I'm listening, I care, you matter. You don't have to do it all at once. Maybe today you try a new body wash. Maybe tomorrow you give your skin some extra moisture. Maybe next week you swap out that synthetic shirt for a cotton one that breathes better. Whatever your pace, you're moving forward. And that's what matters most. And while you're at it, remember to care for your mind too. Because how we feel emotionally plays a big part in how we feel physically. If you've been carrying stress, loneliness, or anxiety, it's okay to say it out loud. It's okay to ask for help. And it's okay to take time for yourself to reset, breathe, and reconnect. Whether it's joining a book club, calling a friend, or just stepping outside to feel the sun on your face, every moment you invest in your emotional health helps your physical health too. A happier heart leads to a healthier body, and yes, even better body odor. It's all connected, more than most people realize. So here's what I want to leave you with. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're simply a human being whose body's evolving. And now that you know what's really going on, you can make choices that support that change, without fear, without shame, and without apology. If this video helped you, I'd be so honored if you'd subscribe to the channel. I make videos like this to help people just like you. Smart, strong, caring individuals who want to feel good in their bodies and confident in their lives. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, leave a comment and share your experience. Have you noticed changes in your body odor? What's helped you feel fresher or more confident? Your voice matters here. You never know who else needs to hear what you have to say. And if someone you know might benefit from this video, a friend, a sibling, a neighbor, send it their way. These conversations are better when we have them together. No one should feel alone in something so common and so human. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I know it's not always easy to talk about this stuff, but you showed up anyway, and that says a lot about your strength, your curiosity, and your self-respect. So here's to feeling good in your skin, to walking through life with dignity, with self-care, and with a little more confidence every day. You've got this, you really do. Until next time, take care of your body, take care of your mind, and never stop showing up for yourself. And don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts below. I'll be reading your comments, and I can't wait to connect with you again soon.